How's it going, Guardian? Shifty here, and today I've got for you a guide on the Legend Concealed Void Lost Sector during Season of Plunder. In terms of lost sectors for the season, this one ends up being right around the middle. It's not exactly the fastest, but it's also not the slowest. Before I go over my loadout and get into the lost sector itself, let's go over the details for the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector. It does have barrier and overload champions, solar burn is activated, and there are going to be solar and void shields. Alright, so in this run I am going to be showing you a full run on a Titan, and since the runs are going to be so similar, I'll just show you the boss fight on a Hunter and a Warlock as well. Also, my loadouts are going to be identical. The only difference really is going to be my exotic choice, so I'll briefly go over my exotic choices after I go over my loadout on my Titan. So let's get into my loadout here. On all three classes I am using a solar subclass. On my Hunter and Titan I'm using the thermite grenade, and on my Warlock I'll be using the fusion grenade. Your aspects and fragments don't matter too much, just use whatever goes into your favorite solar build. Next up, for my weapon selection, I went with the Workhorse, Arbalist in my kinetic slot. This is great for barrier champions and for breaking elemental shields. If you don't want to use Arbalist, you could always use an anti-barrier sniper, or you could go ahead and use Wishender, which is also an excellent anti-barrier weapon. If you don't have any of those, you're going to have to stick with either an anti-barrier scout or auto rifle here. Next up, in my energy slot, I'm using the Strident Whistle Solar Bow. This is an excellent choice for this lost sector because it benefits from solar burn, and it's useful against the overload champions. If you don't have this, you can swap it out for pretty much any bow. If it's not a solar bow, however, you won't benefit from solar burn, of course. Then in my heavy slot, I went with a new Void Linear Fusion Rifle that was just released. This is easily obtainable, and that's primarily why I'm using it. Of course, you could use something like Cataclysmic to benefit from solar burn, or you could use pretty much any other linear fusion rifle here and it should do a decent job. As for my armor mods, they'll be the same across all three classes, so I'm just going to show them to you once on my Titan. I'll quickly show you each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Alright, so as you can see, my exotic choice on my Titan here is Heart of Inmost Light. This doesn't really benefit me in any particular way, it just gives me a little bit extra ability regen rate. So for my Hunter run, I didn't even bother changing exotics. I was using Star Eater scales, so I didn't really take advantage of these at all. That means you can go ahead and use whatever exotic you would prefer for your run of this lost sector. My exotic of choice on my Warlock is the Starfire Protocol, and of course on my Warlock run I am using fusion grenades. Alright, to start things off, let's just take care of a few of these regular enemies right at the beginning here. There's going to be a couple of drags, there's going to be some shanks as well. Top over here, there will be an overload champion as well, as you can see, that I missed. I'm going to do 2 linear fusion rifle shots, then swap back to my bow to prevent healing. And finish it off with the bow. Take care of these vandals up top here. With solar burn on, you can basically one-shot them with this bow. I'll break that shield and finish it off with my linear fusion rifle. Now, once I go through here, I want to take care of the barrier champion, as you'll see it right there. I'm going to get it to teleport once, then go for 2 crits, break the shield, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish it off. Since that vandal is right there, I might as well shoot it. We'll take care of that drag as well. And we'll just deal with a few of these shanks that I can see right over the ledge. And the drag's down low. And I should be able to head on over here. You can see we have a few more drags, and there's going to be a heavy shank off to the left. We'll break the shield, and then I'll take it out with Arbalist. From here, I can go ahead and take out that vandal up top. There's going to be an overload champion as well. This one can be a bit buggy. I know it has been in the past, but it looks like it actually might be fixed. Either way, I'm just going to keep bowing it. I wasn't sure if it was going to glitch out and heal like it used to, so I didn't go ahead and use my linear fusion rifle for the first one. Right, I'm going to hop up here. We're going to have some exploding shanks. You can also see an overload champion in the distance. Well, since it's out in the open, I'm going to go ahead and stun it. 2 linear fusion rifle shots and then back to the bow. After hopping over the gap, you're going to spawn more exploder shanks. Let's take care of those real quick. And now we can move on to the boss room. Make sure everything is reloaded there. So for this boss, you can actually use a Bubble Titan and the Lament Sword as well, and just easily take it out from up front. But if you're not comfortable doing that, you can of course sit back and use a linear fusion rifle. And just like this, the boss is almost down. The boss is down. If you're not comfortable going for the chest, you can always pop your super and go ahead and grab the chest. And there we have it. That was a platinum completion of the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector on a Titan during Season of Plunder. So I'm once again approaching the boss fight, but this time I'm on a Hunter. I just want to show you the key differences on a Hunter, and then I'm going to show you the key differences on a Warlock as well. So once I take out all these wretches, the boss is going to spawn. I'm going to throw a Gunpowder Gamble and Blade Barrage it. And then I'm going to kind of head back to the back of the room like I did last time. And then try to finish the boss off from here with my linear fusion rifle. And the boss is down. Let's just take out a few of these enemies here. Looks like the boss dropped an exotic for me as well. So that's kind of nice. If you want to, you can go, of course, take out some of these enemies before you head for the chest. I'm going to take out at least that servitor. Maybe some of these wretches as well. Alright, let's head for the chest here. I'm going to throw a Gunpowder Gamble over there. Let's grab my exotic. And I killed myself with a Gunpowder Gamble. That's absolutely okay. It doesn't affect my exotic chances from the chest at all. So let's try that again. And this time I won't kill myself with my own ability. And there we are. There's the chest. I did get a platinum rating. And that's kind of the key differences for the boss fight here on a Hunter. Otherwise, the rest of the run was the exact same. Alright, last but not least, we're approaching the boss fight here on a Warlock. And for this one, I'm basically going to use the Fusion Grenade spam build. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my well right here. And we're going to start tossing Fusion Grenades on the boss. And I'll use my linear fusion rifle in between. And the boss is almost down. And we are being shielded by this servitor, so I can go ahead and take that out quick. And the boss is down. I'm going to go ahead and grab the chest immediately. And there we are. That's a platinum completion of the Concealed Void Lost Sector on a Warlock. Now again, I only showed you a full run on a Titan because the run is so similar up until the boss fight. That's why I included the boss fight on all 3 classes. So I hope that this video helped you out, and if it did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.